Hi, I'm Seb Lowe and welcome to my SoundON session where I'm going to basically play a few tunes and tell you about them.
Yeah, you look beautiful, as per usual, but I've always had a thing for girls. Live their holidays in directly through an Insta-pic. I live my life at the back of a song lyric. But a relationship with a high-class waitress or a low-class worker with weekend breaks in Cambridge. From your ex when he's a bit of a lurker. Oh, there she stood in a dress she wore just the weekend before. No, she don't think I may, she'll notice when she drinks enough to lose her focus. Oh, why she could. She wanted him again, she didn't shut it come. Not afraid, go and try. She's in love with the inside. And the way he spun it, you know she love it, but she just don't want it, no. Yeah, you look good, I mean really good, then I'll say it to your back. I pick letters off the ground and then I put them in a hat and then I sing them as a matter of fact. Honey, I don't know where this might go. She said I marginally wouldn't. Baby, now I know you can't stick something. Maybe so you'll cross the room and kiss him when he isn't looking, no. She's absolutely adored. When he's out, he's a liar. When he's home, he's a bore. Reckless on fire, he's a blur on tour. She could. If she wanted him again, she'd shut it come. But she's not afraid, go and try. She's in love with the inside. And the way he spun it, you know she love it, but she just don't want it, no. Oh, try to fix you. Oh, tried and failed.
That first one, There She Stood, is my most recent single. And it's a bit different to a lot of my other songs in the sense that it's a bit less about, it's a bit less sort of heavy, politically driven. It's a bit of a pop song, really. Still a kind of great focus on words and the story behind it, but it's really just a song about a boy and a girl, which is, it's fun. It's much more light. I really fucking like writing songs and words, and always have, really. Since I was very, very young, stories, poems, and then I eventually learned how to play the guitar to a semi-decent level and then started writing songs. And that's pretty much all I do with my spare time, whenever I have it, is try to write music. Sometimes try and fail, but write music, yeah. Love it. I kind of say to everyone to definitely use it. Personally think it's really good for being able to come from nothing to something. But obviously it can be such a lottery. But, in terms of kind of finding an audience, because the algorithm will do that for you, I think it's really, really good. But then I would say at the same time, don't try to sort of mold your sound to TikTok. Write what you want to write and post it on TikTok because, by all rights, you should. That audience that likes that kind of thing will find you.
She says she's only got one type. I took her to the side. I said, how much to change your mind? Yeah, I could change your life. Well, she said that she's only got one type. I took her to the side. I said, how much to change your mind? Yeah, I could change your life. Look, to tell you that I advocate to eradicate poverty. Although I give a toss about astrology, but I don't. I'm much quite a shitty conversationalist. Especially when I'm trying to be funny. I'd love to tell you about my job, my Brexit views and shit the lot. My own opinions on the virus, my favourite spots. I'd love to tell you if I'm ever truly happy or not. But you know what? Actually, all I give a fuck about is money. Please waffle by your star sign, your kicks and your tie. Love to tell you about my shoes, my car, my jacket, my top and my watch. Price, I think I made a lot this year, and I wouldn't be bragging to say that I'm sweet. She on 2K a month, I see, and I'm in the bag in a week. You think I waste time with a family to feed? You know I'm an island, like salmon and gap in the sea. Life is a film, staring to me. Actually, if you take a look inside you, I think you'll realise you talk so much about yourself, nobody fucking likes you. She says she's only got one type. I took her to the side, I said that I must to change your mind. Yeah, I could change your life. Oh, she said only got one type. I took her to the side, I said I must to change your mind. Yeah, I could change your This is my favourite phone. It's the brand new iPhone with a hydraulic engine. How cool is that? The screen is made of glass to keep some degree of class, but behind an electromagnetic mass of pure vibranium. What's that, you ask? The new metal alloy invented by Apple Inc. is a blend of titanium, iron and diamond, and topped with a layer of zinc. Wonderful thought, I think. The back is made of gold. It's so comfortable to hold. $1 million when it was sold, but fuck it, it's already old. She says she's only got one type. I took her to the side, I said, how much to change your mind? Yeah, I can change your life. I got one time, how much to change your mind? I can change your life.
Yeah, so, I mean, iPhones, it's one of my first songs I released. It was part of the first EP and one of the earliest songs I wrote when I was kind of just getting into the I'm going to write about shit that matters type phase, or what I thought mattered. You know, anything matters, but I think I wanted to write a song about materialism, and I took the image of this fella, this first person image of this guy who is trying to bribe a woman into essentially getting with him, and the woman hates him, but he's insistent on how much money he's got. And I think it was like part of this phase I had where I wrote a lot of songs where I kind of, you know, took the role of a character, and I do that in a lot of my songs. I think I mean, I find it quite easy to write from another person's perspective, I suppose. And create these little funny characters and funny stories, and often like deplorable human beings. But you know, I found that kind of an interesting thing to study when I write, and that was kind of the basis for iPhone. Playing Neighbourhood in October, I did the festival at Warrington, and you know, as far as gigs goes, that is one which has kind of stuck in my memory the most. because I just didn't expect the kind of response that the music got. It was my second time playing with a band and I wasn't headlining, but then even still, the crowd was really there and listening and really just like there for it, there for the music. So, I mean, if that's the kind of response I got at Neighbourhood Warrington, you know, I'm more than excited for Manchester. Festivals are just sick, aren't they? Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, so Killing Me's a Socialist. Probably one of the most kind of politically driven songs I've done, that and Terms and Conditions. And I remember it kind of being a really big moment for me, that song, because it got 1 million views on TikTok, which I'd never had before. And I remember just being like completely blown away by this song, which I just thought was like, you know what, I'm just gonna rant about something that bothers me. You know, make points that I think are interesting and just waffle what's in my head. And then the fact that it got that response was you know, overwhelmingly great. So it's out on Spotify. Killing Me's a Socialist. The version that we did just now is a bit different. I mean, it's even more punk, which is just lovely.
He's a socialist, in order to ensure the freedom socialism prevents from make you vote for two similar pies, make no change of events. You know will engineer consent. It's a mythical, cynical, criminal, the greatest leader you've ever seen, a propaganda machine. News articles, chat shows, magazines. The people love it when there's blood on the screen. Yeah, it's the rise of the planet of the proletariat. I'm a leftist, revolutionary and fanatic. Bigger man, a middle man, and dancing on the little man. I don't promote war, but we're massacring your parliament, saying great blue flags to the cliff of Dover. Throw them in the channel when it's over and you drive Italians in Range Rovers, they're going so while we print our posters there. And if nobody cares, we'll fucking build a new Jerusalem in Parliament Square. Killing me's the one of us, boy. I see a nation of scared little kids. So now I see the birds of a Troy. Stick them up with a 9 to 5. Things are skilled alive and make them work and they die. Reparation with a view. Fuck you. I see the bones of an international coup. So what you gonna do when the drones of the working scum make you unified decision to go by your own thumb? Lovely little folks on the hill. Wilson acknowledge our its own responsibility. So fucking massive when they kill. It's all gone. It's a bloody university skiller.
So that's me. Thank you so much for watching it all this way. Check out the tunes. You know, it's Seb Lowe on Spotify, seb.lowe.music on everything other than Twitter, which is Seb_Lowe_music. And, you know, check out the YouTube. I'll be looking in the comments. Cheers.